All right, everybody, welcome back to class. This is my my night block of classes, and we are going to start off with confusing words. Taking a look at the words because and though. Now, we went over these a little bit earlier in the day. But I wanted to repeat them. We may, for those of you who could not make it earlier in the class today, and we may go over during and in, okay, just depending on time. Okay, so let's see who we have so far. Tina, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you for asking. And Tina, where are you from?
I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Very cool. What part of Buenos Aires?
Villa Devoto is the capital of
Villa Devoto. Let's see. Is it more towards the west or the south?
No, it's a neighborhood, Villa Devoto, but the city is the capital federal capital.
Yeah, I lived in Buenos Aires for a couple years. In villas. Let's see. No, Parque Patricio, Parque Chacabuco.
Oh, yes.
I was also in ahí cerca de Caminito. So I was there for a bit, but I've never heard of.
I'm near the how do you say, cárcel of Devoto.
Yeah, I don't think I went down there. I was mainly in the north part, so I went. It was like Congreso, Parque Patricio, Parque Chacabuco, Chacarita, José C. Paz, Campana, y Zárate. So that's kind of the places where I was at.
Wow, that's great.
But yeah, very fun, very cool. So what do you do?
Now I'm here. We just have a dinner, and I have discovered Burbling 2 days ago. So
cool.
I'm like crazy, and my husband looked at me like, "What?" Yesterday, I go to the bed at 5 a.m.
That's funny. Yeah, people stay up at all crazy hours to try and take certain classes.
I don't know why.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. It's being able to talk with someone else. That's the main thing. So, anyway, welcome to class. One question for you though: Boca or River?
River.
Yes.
And you? Oh, River too. Okay. I never went to the how do you say, cancha?
The field or the arena. Arena would probably be best.
I never went.
I went to both. I've been to both River and Boca when I was there, and then I was over by what's the one that's over by Bisha Bonorino? There's another field that's right over there. I can't remember what's the name of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about football.
That's okay. That's okay. Welcome to class. It's good to have you here. All right, let's see. We also have Lisette. How are you?
Super teacher. What about you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Okay. How was your day? Was everything good today?
Oh, super good.
Excellent. Yes. Excellent. Well, welcome back. It's good to have you here. And Bruno, you say that you have a headache.
Yeah, right. I just came in to say hi and tell you I posted on your Facebook suggesting a TH sound class. If you could do it sometime, it would be cool. I'm not sure. Right. Yeah, right. I'm not sure if I will stay in class, but if not, I just leave and say goodbye. But I will try it.
All right.
I'm really excited too.
That's fine. Yeah, if you're not feeling good, that's fine. I know it's a little past midnight right now, and you got to be to work tomorrow. So
Yeah, right. Probably,
Yeah.
probably I'm going to leave, but I just wanted to say hi and say I posted on your Facebook suggestion. Just that.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Let's see. Amparo, welcome back to class. How are you?
Hi, good evening.
Good
Everything is
evening.
good.
Excellent. Excellent. How was your day today? Did you do anything interesting?
Not too much because I have a little headache, but I'm better now.
Oh, all right. Well, hopefully you guys feel better. I know what it's like. I was not feeling good yesterday night, so hopefully,
Yes, I know.
hopefully it clears up for you. All right. Let's see. How about Carolina? How are you?
Hi, fine, thank you. You?
I'm doing great. And let's see, Carolina, where are you from?
Mexico City.
From Mexico City. Awesome. And what do you do?
Well, now nothing, and I am studying the master degree.
Okay.
And
And what's your degree going to be in?
material science.
What was that? Material science?
Yeah, my
Okay.
specialty is biomaterials.
Okay, biomaterials. Excellent. Okay, very cool. Very cool. And how much longer do you have until you graduate?
I hope the next month or the next 3 months, more or less.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, and
Yes,
you'll be
thank you.
done with school, and then it's time to search for a job, right?
Yes,
All right. Excellent. Well, welcome to class. It's good to have you here.
thank you.
All right. Let's see, Daniel. How you doing, man?
Hi, Chad. How's everything?
Things are good. This last weekend was kind of crazy. I don't know if you had El Tope in your city, but we had it here in Alajuela, and it was like horses everywhere.
I heard on the news that some people was shooting in El Tope. Is
Oh,
that
really?
right?
I
heard
don't
that.
know. I was watching the news until about 5, because we were over at a party, and then I was feeling really bad, and I was like, I got to go home, and so I fell asleep. I was asleep from like 5 until 8, and so something could have happened. I know that they were drinking, all afternoon, all night, whatever,
Yeah.
and so yeah, it can get kind of crazy. But I have a question though. Why do they call it El Tope? It doesn't make. What does it come from?
I don't know. I just know that El Tope is when the horses make a tour.
Yeah, and they go
On
and
the
do
street.
the. Yeah, interesting. Maybe because the streets are all like blocked or something. I don't know. Beats me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one could explain it to me. I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Do you like El Tope?
We didn't go out and take a look at anything like that, but yeah, we couldn't go anywhere. I mean, we don't have a car here, and so take bus. The route that the bus would take goes right through the middle of the thing, so we couldn't go. Taxis, there was 0 taxis because no one could go around. No one could work, and so we went. From here we went south. Everything was we went west. Everything is east of us, so that's where the whole party was going on. And so we went west over to a birthday party, and yeah, that's where I ate something that got my stomach all. Yeah, it beat me up pretty good. It did. I think they had too much oil in it, and then I don't think they cooked the meat all the way. But
Oh.
yeah, we'll see. Anyway, how
Can
about you?
you-
What'd you do for the weekend? Yeah, what's up?
Can you explain what the tope is?
The tope is it's when it's like a not really a festival, but it's a parade of horses.
Okay.
Do you know what a parade is?
Yes, like a party or something.
No, a parade is a desfile. So it's where they're
desfile. Okay.
yeah. So when they're showing off all their horses and things like that.
Okay. And
Yeah,
it's in the city.
yeah, they do it right in the middle of the city. Like it's crazy. And I'm here. I'm here in Costa Rica right now, and when they do it, everything shuts down. It's like it makes no sense to me, but whatever. It's fine. It's their culture. They do what they do. So awesome.
Yes.
Okay, you guys. It looks like this is all we're going to get for this hour, which is fine. If you haven't been to my class before, my name is Teacher Chad. I'm from the United States, but I currently live in Costa Rica, and I've lived in. As you could tell earlier, I was talking with Latina, and we were talking about Buenos Aires. I've lived there for a little bit, as well as Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador. So I've kind of been all over the place. My Spanish accent is funky because of that. I have a lot of different influences in the way that I speak, and so yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so this hour we are going to be talking about confusing words, all right? Taking a look at two confusing words this hour, because and though. Okay, their uses and when we use them, and other words that have similar meanings, and when we use those as well. Okay, Bruno already put the link in the chat box, and if you didn't see it, here it is one more time. Go ahead and open that link up. Okay, when you do, this is what you're going to see. And it should open up right to because and though. You shouldn't need to select any tabs or anything like that. Just scroll down. Okay. Now we're gonna read through the definitions and the uses of these words. Okay. Then we'll get to some practices towards the end of the class. All right. Let's start off first off over on the left-hand side with Amparo. And let me have you read. Because and though plus a clause. So logical and expected, the left-hand column here. Go ahead and read that, please.
Okay. Logical expected reason. Because adds a logical reason for the action in the main clause. The action in the main clause is an expected effect. Action situation. Justin wore his winter pants. Logical reason. Because it was snowing. Justin rode his bicycle as his car was snowing under snow. He likes to walk in the snow since it is a special winter experience. He put on his parka for he felt cold. Justin can make a snowman now that there is snow on the ground. The mayor apologized inasmuch as the snow removal was behind schedule. The mayor declared a holiday for the reason that no one could get to work.
Okay, excellent. So, because, all right, because, as, since, for, okay, these words are going to be followed by a logical reason. Okay, it's logical that if Justin wore his winter pants, because it's snowing. That is logical, and so we get a result, a reason. Okay, same thing. He likes to walk in the snow since it is a special winter experience. Okay, because it is a special winter experience. Now, the most common words that we use of these different phrases is going to be because and since. Okay, the rest are not used as much. You'll see inasmuch in scriptural or religious text. Okay, other than that, these other forms are not used as much. They're not as common. Okay, they still are, and it's good to know what they are. So if you do read it, you won't be like, well, I've never seen that before. I don't know what that means. All right, let's go to Atina. Let me have you read the column on the right. So everything that you see here, please.
Okay. A logical, unexpected reason. Similarly, thought adds a contrary reason for the action in the main clause. The action in the main clause is unexpected under these circumstances. Action situation. Justin wore his winter pants. Contrary reason. thought it was warm outside. Justin rode his bike to school, even thought the snow was slippery. He likes to walk in the snow, although his nose gets cold. He put on his parka regardless of the fact that he did not feel cold. Justin made an excellent snowman, despite the fact that he had never made one before. The mayor apologized in spite of the fact that snow removal was not his responsibility. The mayor declared a holiday, yet some people went to work anyway.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So, a contrary reason or an illogical reason. Okay, so it would be illogical for Justin to wear his winter pants if it is warm outside. Okay, that's why we say though. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Why would Justin be wearing his winter pants outside? It's warm. That's crazy. All right, okay, we use the word though. All right.
So, can you say that word in Spanish?
The word though?
Yes.
Aunque.
Aunque, okay.
All right.
Teacher,
So, yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
When do I have to use though or even though? Because I think both means the same thing.
It does mean the same thing. I personally, I use even though more often than I use though. Okay, that feels more common or feels more comfortable to me. Okay, but of these here, I probably use this one and this one, and probably those two more than any of these others. Now, regardless of the fact, you probably will not hear that very much. Okay, but despite the fact and in spite of the fact, you'll hear those occasionally. Sometimes you'll hear yet. Okay, although occasionally as well, but yeah, even though and though, yeah, you'll hear those quite often, and a lot of these can be interchanged. So he put on his parka even though he did not feel cold. Okay, so instead of regardless of the fact, even though. All right, Justin made an excellent snowman, even though he had never made one before. Okay, so you don't have to say despite the fact when you're in this type of situation. You can use even though, okay, or though for any of them. Okay, does that make sense,
Okay.
Daniel?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Any other questions so far? Nope, not so much. All right, let's go. Let's scroll down. Okay, and Bruno, let me have you read both of these boxes that are here, please.
Both box.
Yep, both boxes.
Emphasis on cause. Cause or logical effect. When because is placed at the beginning of the sentence, we can understand the same structure as a cause and effect relationship. A speaker places the clause at the beginning for emphasis on the cause. Because it was snowing, he wore his winter pants. Since it will be snowing harder soon, we need to leave now. Cause or illogical effect. Similarly, if placing the prepositional phrase with though at the beginning of the sentence, we can understand the same structure as a cause and illogical effect relationship. Cause. Though it was snowing, he wore his shorts. Although it will be snowing harder soon, we need to stay and get our work done.
Okay, very good. So this is just another way to write these, or write or say these type of sentences. Okay, placing the prepositional phrase with because or since, okay, though or although at the beginning. okay, emphasizes that cause a little bit more than if it was at the end. Okay, and yeah, sometimes we use this style to write or speak. Okay, it's not uncommon, but it's not extremely common either. Okay, all right, thank you, Bruno. Let's go ahead and scroll down. All right, and let's go to Carolina. Carolina, let me have you read. We're going to be talking about linking verbs. Okay, sorry, linking adverbs. So let me have you read everything that's in the left-hand column, please.
Okay, linking adverbs. Unexpected outcome. Expressions such as for this reason and as a consequence transition the reader form as sentences with a given situation to second sentences with a logical reason for the situation in the main clause A. Comma is used after the transition word. It was raining. For this reason, we moved our picnic indoors. It was sunny. Consequently, we had to wear sunscreen. It was bright. As a result, we had to wear sunglasses to drive. The weather was delightful. As a consequence, we went hiking.
That would be hiking.
Hiking.
Good. Yeah,
Okay.
just till there. Thank you very much. Now, class, these phrases can all be replaced by the word so. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to use these. Okay, may sound you a little bit more, make you sound a little bit more educated, but it's not that big of a deal. It was raining, so we moved our picnic indoors. All right, so again, there's a cause and effect. Okay, so obviously, if it's raining, we're not going to stay outside. Okay, so or for this reason, we moved our picnic indoors. Okay, same thing with each of these. It was sunny, so we had to wear sunscreen. Okay, let's take a look at an unexpected outcome. Let's go to Daniel. Let me have you read this next column on the right, please.
Okay. Similarly, expressions such as nevertheless and nonetheless transition the reader from a sentence with a given situation to a second sentence with a contrary reason for the situation in the main clause. A comma is used after the transition word. It was raining, nevertheless we went on a picnic. It was cloudy, even so we got sunburned. The sky was overcast, nonetheless we wore sunglasses while driving. The weather was miserable. In spite of that, we went hiking.
Okay, all right. So here, yes, you could say nevertheless, even so. Okay, in spite of the fact. Okay, nonetheless. Yes, they can be popular in certain circles. Okay, I would still personally use even though. So it was cloudy. Let's see, how could I say this? Even, yeah, it would probably be even so, is what I more than likely use. So it was cloudy. Even so, we got burned. Okay, or we still got burned. Okay, things like that. This is not an extremely popular way to speak. Okay, though there are people that do say this. Okay, it's just not extremely popular in modern tongue. Okay, okay. Let's talk about because or in spite of plus a noun phrase. Okay, let's go to Elizabeth. Let me have you please read the everything that's in the left column right here, please.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hello, teacher. Okay. Because of due to How do you say due to? I don't know. Never.
Uh,
Due
due to would be fine.
okay, due to, on account of, or owing to, is followed by noun phrase expressing a logical reason for the action in the main clause. The action in the main clause is expected under this circumstance. Effect situation. Schools were closed because of the snow. The pipes froze. Is correct?
Pipes froze. The pipes
Okay.
froze.
Due to the cold temperature.
Mhm.
People stay indoors on account of the bad weather. Mail service way delayed owing to the bad weather.
Okay, very good. The most popular phrase to be used would probably be because of. Sorry. Now, when we say this, we really fly through those words. Okay, and it sounds a little bit like this. We say because of the. Okay, so instead of saying because of, we change of to okay, and we say the. Okay, because of the. So if I were to read through this here, or if I was talking to a friend, I would say schools were closed because of the snow. Okay, because of the. All right, I wouldn't slow down. It's a fun word for us to say. Okay, or fun couple of phrase or couple of words for us to say because of the, or few rather. Because I was. Okay, would be another way to add that in there. Okay, because I was. All right, because they were. Because he was. Okay, because he was. All right, because she was, things like that, and so we kind of mush everything together. So listen for that when you're listening to TV or to movies, for how we kind of squish words together, and this is definitely one of the ones we do. But yes, the most popular phrase is of these four here, because of. Okay, let's take a look at in spite of. And let's go to Lisette. Let me have you read this next column, please.
Okay. In spite of, despite, or regardless, or is followed by an unknown phrase expressing a contrary reason for the action in the main clause. The action in the main clause is unexpected under these circumstances. Effect. School remained open in spite of the snow. The pipes didn't not freeze in spite of the cold temperature. People were out and about despite the bad weather. The mail will be delivered regardless of the bad weather.
Okay, very good. Yes, and here most people do not say regardless. They do say despite and in spite of. Okay, those would be good phrases to know. All right. Okay. Any questions so far, class? Anything I need to go over before we move on? It can be pretty basic. All right. Very good. Let's keep going. And okay, so we're going to go over the gerund form here. Okay, and I think that's the last one I wanted to. Yeah, because then it's punctuation. I don't want to go over punctuation, so then we'll get into our exercises. Let's go to Amparo. Let me have you read the column on the left, please.
Because of, in spite of, plus gerund clause. Because of, due to, account of, and owing to may also be followed by gerund clause with a meaning of expected reasons. The 2 and 3 word expressions are followed by an NP or a gerund clause, non-finite clause. Schools were closed because of having no heat in the rooms. The pipes froze due to not being insulated well. People stayed home on account of their wanting to keep warm. Mail service was delayed owing to being unable to drive in snow. Airplanes were grounded due to runways being covered with snow.
Okay, very good. And Atina, let me have you read the right column here, please.
Okay. In spite of plus NP. In spite of, despite, and regardless of may also be followed by a clause expressing a contrary reason for the action in the main clause. The 2 and 3 word expressions are followed by an NP or a gerund clause. Schools remained open in spite of having no heat in the rooms. The pipes?
Yep, pipes.
Okay, the pipes did not freeze in spite of not being insulated well. People were out and about despite their wanting to keep warm. The mail was delivered regardless of being unable to drive in the snow. Airplanes took off despite their runways being covered with snow.
Okay, excellent. All right, thank you guys. Let's go ahead and scroll down past cause and effect, position, and punctuation. Past this section here, we're going to pass our errors and mistakes. Okay, past the grammar notes as well. All right, and to our practices, okay? Here we're going to be talking about a new car. The idea is to complete the sentence with the correct word. All right, first up is going to be Bruno. Let me have you do number one, please.
Okay. Justin bought a new car because he wanted a better one. That's because he wanted one better one, so he bought a new car. It's logical, I guess.
Yes, it's logical. Okay, it's a logical logical request. Okay, good. Let's go to number two. This is for Carolina.
Yes. Justin bought a new car, although he already have another good one.
Yeah, although, and this should actually be had, although he already has another good one or a good one. There's a couple typos in this lesson, but yeah, although. Okay, so it's illogical. He wouldn't need to buy a car, okay, because a new car, because he already has one. All right, so although illogical. Okay, number three. This is for Christian.
Yep. Show me. Number 3?
Yep, number 3.
Okay, Justin sold his old car.
Okay, and how would we finish this sentence here?
Let me see. But he doesn't need it anymore.
Okay, wouldn't be but. Our options are because or the although.
What?
Our options are between the words because and although. We don't have the option of but, and but would be incorrect. Okay,
sorry,
so because. Okay, so Justin sold his old car because he doesn't need it anymore. Okay, that seems logical. All right, very good. Thank you. How about number 4? Number 4 is for Daniel. Go for
it. Justin bought a car that has only 2 seats, in spite of the fact that there are 4 people in his family.
Good. Yeah, in spite of the fact that there are only 4 people in his family. Good. That would be illogical. He would need actually need something bigger, but he bought a smaller vehicle. Okay. Good. Thank you, Daniel. How about number 5? This is for Elizabeth.
Okay. Justin bought a car that has only 2 seats, since he wants to be able to use the carpool lane.
Okay, since he wants to be able to use the carpool lanes. Okay, and yeah, and when I went through this one earlier before, my only thing here, okay, is if I was going to be making the statement, I would take out the word only.
Yes.
Okay, because
Yes.
only is it's suggesting that this is what he could only get. Okay, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I would say Justin bought a car that has 2 seats. Okay, since he wants to be able to use the carpool lanes. Okay, not only 2 seats. You would use only and pair that with even though. Okay,
Okay.
so only doesn't match necessarily with since or because. All right, but that's only my opinion. Okay. All right, let's go with number 6, and let's see where we're at. Lisette, did you already go?
Okay.
Okay, number 6, please.
Justin likes to drive it with the tone down, so he sunburns easily.
Good. Though he sunburns easily. Yeah, that wouldn't be logical for him to drive with the top down because he gets a sunburn. Okay, excellent. Okay, let's go to number 7, and this is for Amparo.
The car came with an pot adapter, even though Justin didn't order it.
Good. Yes, even though Justin didn't order it. Okay, it came with it, though he didn't want it. Okay, good. Even though it's unlogical or illogical, sorry, for him to receive that because he didn't order it. Okay. All right, let's go to number 8, and this is for Athena. Athena, let me have you do number 8, please.
Okay. The cigarette lighter is useful since you can plug accessories into it.
Good. Yes, since you can plug accessories into it. Okay. Good. Yes. So it is a useful tool. This makes sense. There's a logicality to it. Okay. Good. Thank you. Let's go to number 9, Bruno.
Okay. Number 9. Consumers report rated this car very high because it's so reliable.
Okay. Good. Because it is so reliable. Okay. Excellent. How about number 10? Number 10 is for Carolina.
Yes, even though the car has had a few problems, the customer report rate is very high.
Good. Yes, even though it has a few problems. Okay. Excellent. Okay, very good, you guys. Let's scroll down to practice number 2. Here, we now have to pay attention to the whole sentence. Okay, not just the words in blue, but the whole sentence, because there may be words that are missing that make the sentence make more sense. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking for. You'll need to tell me if it is correct or incorrect. If it's incorrect, you'll need to tell me what needs to be added to the sentence. Okay. All right. Let's go to Christian, number 11, please.
Number 11?
Uh-huh.
Because the candidate's good ideas, I will vote for him. It's correct.
Okay. Because the candidate's good ideas, I will vote for him. Well, we actually need a little bit more. Okay. The word because would be correct, but we need some more.
Chad.
What? Yes.
Actually, there is candidate's good ideas. Oh, never mind.
Sorry,
I just
it's
saw
correct.
it. Never mind.
What's that, Bruno?
Never mind. I thought that candidate's good idea could be a contraction for is, but actually it's the good ideas of the candidate, right?
Yes. It's yeah, got it. Okay, so we could actually fix this sentence by in a number of ways. Okay, so this is incorrect. Okay, the computer says, okay, change because I like the candidate's ideas, I will vote for him. Because if we just say because the candidate's good ideas, that doesn't make sense. An easy fix would be to add the word of. Because of the candidate's good ideas, I will vote for him. Okay, you can also follow the computer's example and say, because I like the candidate's ideas, I will vote for him. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? We have to look at the whole sentence to see if there's anything that's missing that would make the sentence make more sense. Okay, it's a little bit more difficult than what we just did. Okay, so let's go to number 12, and this is for Daniel.
Okay, the candidate won despite he had little experience. I think it's correct.
Okay, so it's correct. All right, it's actually incorrect. What would be incorrect about this sentence? We need a little bit more here on the end.
Despite of or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, we could use despite the fact that he had.
Will not.
Okay, despite the fact that he had, or despite the fact he had, and then little experience. Okay, so here the computer says change it to the candidate won despite his lack of experience. Okay, so his lack, changing he had little experience to his lack. That's one way of changing it. You can say despite the fact that he had little experience. Okay, does that make sense, Daniel?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah, we would need just a little bit more in there for the sentence to make sense. Okay, let's go to number 13, and this is Elizabeth.
Okay. In spite of the fact the candidate is a woman, she will win. It is correct.
Okay, yes, this would be correct. Okay, we have all the necessary words to have a complete sentence here. Okay, in spite of the fact that the candidate is a woman, she will win.
It's a bad sentence.
Yes, it is a good sentence.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, and number 14. Number 14 is for Lisette.
Okay. The candidate lost the election, even though winning the popular vote. It is incorrect because this is a controversy because it says he lost election. No?
Yeah, the candidate lost the election, even though, okay, winning the popular vote. But we could not use the gerund form here. Okay, because this had happened in the past. He lost the vote. Okay, so we need to put this verb here in past tense. How could we change that to past tense?
I don't. Past,
Okay, what's past tense of the verb to win? Ah, good, won.
Wow.
So we could say even though he won the popular vote. Okay, so even though he won the popular vote, the computer may have a little bit different answer. Okay, oh no, they have the same. Okay, so even though he won the popular vote. Okay, that would be the correct way to say that. We could not say even though winning the popular vote. Okay, it would need to match lost. Okay, even though he won the popular vote. Okay, good. Let's go to number 15, and this is for Alfredo. How are you? Number 15, please. Okay, let's go to Amparo, number 15, please. Amparo?
Yeah. Wait a
Nope,
minute.
there you are.
Due to the candidate was not well organized, he ran out of money. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, take a look here. Due to the candidate was not organized. There's a couple things that we can do to. We need to add some words or change the construction of some of the words here. Okay. I like adding due to the fact that the candidate was not
It
well
has more sense.
organized. It has more sense that way. You can also say, due to the candidate's disorganization.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of saying was not well organized, you can clump that all together and say disorganization. He ran out of money.
It's incorrect.
Okay, so either one of those. Personally, I like adding due to the fact that.
Yeah.
Okay, and you, as you can tell, I've added that a couple of times. I like saying that due to the fact that. Okay, it's a fun thing for me to say. That's why I like it. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's see. I think that may have been our last exercise, and then it gets into some punctuation, which I didn't want to touch. Okay, yeah, it does get into punctuation. Okay, all right, you guys. Well, let's. Do you have any questions for me at all?
Chat.
Yes.
Could I say like, even though winning is good, I would rather lose this time, or something like that?
Yes, because it's contrary.
Okay.
Okay, so even though winning is good, I would rather have lost this time or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, because I mean you can use that in a situation where you guys have already won the season, and maybe you wanted the other team to feel good. Okay, and let them win one because they may have lost every game during the season. So you could say, even though winning is good or feels good, I would have rather lost this game so that they knew what it felt like. Okay, something like that, and now that would work just fine. And that's because it's contrary, because it's not logical to want to lose the game, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes, so that's why we would say even though. Okay, great. Any other questions, you guys? Not so much. Okay, we've got about 7 minutes left. We can briefly go over. Where did my thing go? Okay, we can briefly go over during our in. Okay, I may go over some more of this tomorrow, just depending on how long it is. Okay, there's the link in the chat box. Go ahead and open that up. Okay, when you do, go ahead and scroll down. Okay, and let's see. Let's go to Atina. Go ahead and read. Go ahead and read about during here.
Okay.
During and in. Read both sides of this box here. Emphasis on a period of time. Go ahead and read that, please.
Okay, but wait a minute, because on my screen it looks like not clear. So I opened the file during emphasis on a period of time. Wait a minute here. During emphasis on a period of time. During emphasis on activity duration. During expresses a period of range of time. Also over from X to Y through how do you say that word?
Throughout.
Throughout. We are on vacation during July. We'll sleep during the day and party at night. The sea was warm during the summer. I woke up several times during the night. In, emphasis on exactly one. In specifies a time, at this time. We are on vacations in July. We'll sleep in the day and party at night. The sea was warm in the summer. I woke up several times in the night.
Okay, so main difference, okay, emphasis on activity duration. Okay, emphasis on exactly when. All right, let's take a look at some more phrases here, and see if we can get a more clear example. Okay, because this here, we're on vacation during July. Okay, we are on vacation in July. Okay, that's not very self-explanatory. So let's see. Let's go to our next box here. Let's go to Bruno. Bruno, let me have you read both boxes here, please.
Okay. During, emphasis on duration. During, before, phrases of duration. After a verb that focuses on an activity, during is used to indicate a period of or range of time for that activity. We had a great time during our stay there. We went to the beach. I always have problem with beach. But okay. The
Beach.
Beach. Okay. Several times during our stay. I met lots of exciting people during that month. We had some phenomenal experiences during our trip. The shops closed during the whole month of July. In, before, phrases of duration. After a verb that focuses on an activity. In sounds awkward when indicating a period or range of time for the activity. Instead, use during. We had a great time in our stay there. We went to the beach several times in our stay. I met lots of exciting people in that month. We had some phenomenal experiences in our trip. The shop is closed in the whole month of July.
Good. Yeah, and they're absolutely correct. This feels just absolutely awkward. Okay, and really, this is how you would use during. Okay, during our stay there. Okay, during the month of July, the shop is closed. Okay, things like that. Up here, when we went through vacation, sleep. We'll sleep during the day. This is fairly popular. But when we're talking about months, we usually use the word in. Okay, when we're talking about times of year, in the summer. Okay, I woke up in the night. Okay, or at night. Okay, things like that. So let's take a look down here. We're going to talk about. It's probably our last thing we read. Okay, so let's go to Carolina. Let me have you read this next box here, please. In emphasis on exactly when. Go ahead and read that, please.
During emphasis on exactly when, during is really used to determine exactly when an activity happens. We stayed during July, not during August. We went to the beach during the morning, not during the afternoon. I told him not to go there during the spring. And is commonly used to determine exactly when an activity happens. We stayed there in July, not in August. We went to the beach in the mornings, not in the afternoon. I told him not to go to there in the spring season.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, thank you, class. we are out of time right now. But this website has a lot of really good information about words and their basic uses with other exercises. And you can definitely move ahead and take a look at some of these words if you've had any that are confusing to you. Okay, it has a reasonable size list. There are others that are not on this list that I'm gonna try and find, like buy. Okay, 4 ways of saying it, spelled differently, used in different different scenarios. So I'll be looking at different different words and things like that we can use. Some of them are more useful than others, but I do want to go through all of them. Plus, grammar is always like grammar. It's never a party, right? So, thank you guys for coming to class. You're awesome. My next class is strictly for beginners and lower level intermediate students. Okay, we're going to be working on our reading as well as our reading comprehension and some pronunciation. Okay?
Okay,
All right, guys.
see you, Chad.
Take care. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye bye.
See you. Take care.
Bye.